storage in 10,000 gallons worth of tanks, and I have those stashed in the back of the greenhouse, and they hopefully keep the greenhouse warm in the wintertime. And so I'd like to share a little bit about how this is set up and my progress so far with it and some of the test results. So thanks for watching.
Hey, so I'm starting this tour this morning with a little bit of just like a tour of my view out to the north. This tree line follows a waterway that essentially runs north across an old fence line. You can see my parents' home next door. That's where I grew up at. I am currently building a home here on my family's homestead. And anyways, this is what I would start with here. This is a tank house. It's just a big gray shed. All of my gutters from along the house on this metal roof run into this tank shed, and it's built on an earth bag foundation. It might heave a little bit with the frost, and here's where my gutters overflow on the outside of the house, around the outside of this tank house from the roof. It's got glass on this side of the house, and you can see me there in the reflection here. I'm not sure if this is still recording. Anyways, this is all metal clad, and then here's our window bank. So this is a greenhouse in this part of the building, and so I'll give you a little bit of a tour inside of this while the sun's coming up here, and it'll be bright enough to go inside. But I got to check temperatures in the morning here before it gets bright in the day, just kind of as a reference point here. I got 25, 26 degrees on the outside of this building. The door surface is 24 degrees. This metal is 24 degrees. We come inside the tank house. The other side of this door is 32 degrees. The earth on the ground is 35 degrees. If you go up close to the front here, it's 34 degrees. So inside my insulation, it's 32, 33, 34, 33. The water in the tanks themselves is 37 degrees. Up here on the wall, 32 degrees. My ceiling up here hitting in the sun is 30 degrees. So we're going to get this covered up with insulation up above these tanks. But here I have 10,000 gallons worth of tanks, if you can see them in the background. All my gutters go into this white tubing here. Hey Bear, this is Bear. He's my dog. Anyways, we got some metal beams here holding up this roof structure, and then a frame wall sitting on our earth bag foundation that goes all the way around. You can see it starts down here. It's only 2 bags thick at the bottom of these windows, but it's many bags thick up here. I got an air inlet into this greenhouse. If I check some temperatures, the inside of these earth bags is 34 degrees. So they are like 16 inches wide of earth. So this is a bit of a nighttime tour, and so I know this is a little bit maybe annoying to look at in the camera, but I'm just going to narrate a bit of a setup I have here. This is 4 2,500 gallon tanks of water. The water collects from rainwater off the roof of my house and this shed that I'm in, which is a greenhouse. There was kale plants you may have seen. And those are growing, and last night it was 19, or it's 19 today as a high. You can see the frost up on my ceiling here, or the moisture that condenses from this earth in the greenhouse. It's like earth floor. That might collect and drip some, but otherwise the ceiling is vented above this foil, and this is made to keep in the temperature of the water as thermal mass. This all goes to like the first tank There's overflow. There's a sump. You can't maybe see it very well down here, but this has a pump in it that pumps all the water in to the first tank. And then there's a sediment filter down at the end of the line with an overflow that dumps out the back of the shed. So all this is contained as mass or heat in here. It was 19 degrees outside today, and in here now, as it's getting dark today, if I look at this thermometer, it's above 0 Celsius, and so that's what I'm teaching myself is like how many marks above Celsius does the thermometer go. And right now it's about 38 degrees or 8 or 6 degrees Celsius.
If you think that kind of thing is cool, I would appreciate your support and subscription. And I'm going to try to keep making videos as this progresses, just because I myself am learning, and I think when a person is learning, it's good to share that with